You're French. You're French. Ah, bonjour, French, bonjour. When English people don't speak French, they go, do you speak French? They go, un peu. That's all we do, un peu. We've only learned un peu. Oh, and we know, où est la gare? Have you hidden the stations from us? I love French people. I love the way that they, when they're trying to think of the next word, they make a noise continuously. They go, je voudrais, croissant, où est la gare? I think they're worried about being interrupted. Whereas in England, we don't do this. We don't go, I would like, some toast, and some fish. It's a strange breakfast. Well, that's how you know French people are awake. They just wake up. Wake up. Sometimes they'll be hoovering, and the hoover is not plugged in, but they don't know for hours. They're... but hang on! This is not putting anything up off the floor, huh? I have children. I have 2 children, and night-night is simply not part of the putting to bed routine, all right? I'm nowhere near night-night when I put my children to bed. This is an unrealistic interpretation of bedtime with children, all right? I start angry. I don't build to anger anymore. I used to build, now I start with 5 minutes. And then bed. Don't you mess with me tonight. 5 minutes. I'll be back here in 5 minutes on the dot. Then you're going to bed. That's just getting them into bed. Then it just carries on. Go to sleep. Don't you mess with... Close your... You have to remind them how it works. Close your eyes and go to sleep. I have no idea how exhausted I am and your mother is because of this. Go to sleep. You selfish little shit. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Enough is enough. Do you know that your mother and I haven't had sex in weeks because of this? Do you know that sometimes she says to me in the afternoon, oh, maybe tonight, Michael, you'll get lucky when the kids are asleep. You're never asleep! Go to sleep! Night-night. That's pretty much how it goes. Don't get me wrong. Night-night is part of it. It's just when they're already asleep. You never love your children more than when they're unconscious but still breathing. It's a lovely moment. Look at my little man. Oh, night-night, darling. Daddy's little soldier. Oh, Daddy loves you. Darling, look what we did. Oh, look what we made. Oh, isn't he lovely? Night-night. I'm still awake! Get asleep! This is how you raise children. It's basically, if you have children, you'll know this. If you have been a child, I'm sure you can remember. It's threats. Threats of death is the only way you can get children to do things. Put your coat on. I don't want to put my coat on. If you don't put your coat on, you'll get pneumonia and die. Sorry, Daddy. Hold Daddy's hand. I don't want to hold your hand. If you don't hold my hand, a car will hit you and you will die. Brush your teeth. I don't want to brush my teeth. If you don't brush your teeth, they'll rot and fall out. You won't be able to eat, and you will die. Go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. If you don't go to bed, I will personally kill you. I've got a plan and an alibi. Because you don't get that much fun as an adult, do you? The most fun we get is revolving doors. That's the only real fun. There's no reason for them, by the way, the revolving door. It's normally next to a normal door. You walk towards the building, you can see, do I revolve in? What do I do? You have this option. That's easier, isn't it? But no, people will always prefer this. This is much more fun. That's the life, isn't it? Also, you don't have to hold it for anyone. It's boring holding the door. When you open the door and you have to look behind you and see, you don't have to judge the distance of the person. Is it worth waiting for the... Sometimes you just look at them and go, sorry, The revolving doors can be quite tricky as well, especially when you're with somebody and the segments are coming round. And you have a split second. They go in the segment and they look to you like, are you coming in my segment? You're like, I don't know. All right, I'm in your segment with you. It's a bit cramped. I should have taken my own segment. Or they'll take a segment. You go, I'll take my own segment. You go in here, you're fine, I'm fine. I'm in my own segment. Then some complete stranger, get out of my segment! Or they have those automatic revolving ones in airports. Huge, big ones. With a flower display in the middle. Is that something you guys added? You know what this revolving door means? You know, you walk into an airport for 2 to 3 seconds. There's no shrubbery. We could definitely jazz this up a bit. So look, I watch adverts in the day. I'm going to stop doing that, okay? They're aimed at people who watch TV in the day. I hope I'm not one of those people. A lot of bloated women seem to be watching TV. Activia yogurt, that's the solution. This advert starts with a woman, she's obviously in discomfort, she's not happy, you can see. She walks along like this, oh, she's not happy. Oh. She looks at the camera to confirm it. Oh. Then she has an Activia yogurt, and she's fine. Smile on her face, quite light on her feet. Opens the front door, lovely sunny day, begins her day. All because of Activia. Of course, what this advert's missed out is an enormous shit in the middle of her morning. Completely inaccurate advertising. This ad should just be her emerging from the loo going, Jesus Christ! Children, do not go in there. Something's happened to Mummy after her Activia yogurt. I'm serious, children. Just will brush your teeth at school today. That really was quite something. I'm going to weigh myself. That was an unbelievable occurrence. Thank you, Activia. There's something called a Snuggie they advertise. Have you seen this? This is a blanket that you wear, okay? People who are watching television in the day are spending so much time doing nothing that they're wearing blankets. It is a blanket with sleeves, so you can easily access things without having to ever take the blanket off you. That's just chilly. You would free yourself. No, be in bed at all times. Lying on your DFS sofa, I assume. Your Activia yogurt. Listening to Michael Bublé. He's advertised all day as well. Daytime viewers love Bublé. A lot of chafing as well, chafing gel. Yeah. This advert is just a woman jumping. She's jumping, and you can clearly see that her legs are nowhere near one another. Because chafing is basically, I think it's when your legs rub against each other. Yeah? I think the advice is probably, if you lose weight, your legs will separate and work as independent things from one another. No. This is not the advice. The advice is to lubricate the area so they can slide against each other as you walk in your Snuggie to the fridge to get your Activia yogurt and then return to your DFS sofa and continue listening to Michael Bublé. Tenor lady as well. I didn't know what it was. I had to Google it. Women are pissing in their pads. Is it a condition? Is it voluntary? Are they so comfortable in their Snuggies? Lying on their DFS sofa? Their favourite Bublé track hasn't come on yet. I'm dying for a pee. I don't need to get up thanks to my tenor lady. I could just pee here on the sofa. The loo's out of bounds anyway after the Activia situation half an hour ago. Is this really what's going on? These bloated, chafing, Snuggie-wearing, DFS sofa-lying Bublé listeners surrounded by gold they haven't been bothered to cash yet? Is this what's going on? What is it with the gold? Is it news to people that gold is a commodity? Are people sitting there going, you're telling me this bullion is actually worth something? Give me an extra Snuggie. I'm going to go out and sell this. Please don't think I'm being unnecessarily rude here. These people are only there because they've had an accident at work. That's what's led them to this unfortunate situation. I quite like the accident at work one. We enjoy that as a family. When you can see the wet floor, but she can't. She's walking in. Oh! Or the one that goes, and they gave me the wrong type of ladder. I think if your job involves going up ladders, select your own ladder. I'd like a ladder, please. I don't trust my own judgment in ladder selection. If you could pick whatever ladder you see fit for the task. The one with wheels? Yes, I'll take this ladder. And think back now that the internet is so much a part of our lives. Think back to our first password, because our minds, our brains are so filled with passwords. It's such a struggle for us to remember all the passwords. We go to businesses online and you go, I can't remember my password. And you put it, sometimes they lock you out. And they go, no, you've got one more try to remember your own password, you fucking idiot. Or you click, I forgot it, and they ask you questions about your life, and you don't even remember the answers. They're about your own life. What is your favorite pet? Oh, no, I can't believe I chose one. The dog walks in. If it isn't me, I'm leaving. I'm literally walking out the door. Oh, the password. And at the beginning, we all had one password. It was our first password we can nostalgically remember. And we used it for everything, every time we joined another business. Can I have your password? Yes, you can. That is my special word. And then companies started getting quite rude. You would put your password in, and it would go, weak. Who are you to judge my special word? And they're like, I'm sorry, but the internet has become very popular. We need to strengthen your password. And businesses would insist, we must have from you a capital letter. I'm sorry, we will not be accepting passwords anymore unless it contains at least one capital letter. And we all momentarily considered our options before deciding to capitalize the first letter of our password. And for a period of time, that was fine. But the internet became even more popular. And then businesses started saying, I'm afraid you cannot join unless you have at least one capital letter and at least one number. Again, less than half a microsecond's consideration before we collectively decided, you shall be getting the number one. And that will be the end of my now capitalized password. And for a period of time, this was acceptable until a whole new, unexpected, and exciting dawn emerged. A world of special characters. We didn't even know what they were. And businesses would say, we need a capital letter. We need a number, but we will also require a special character. And we clicked on the button, please, can I have some examples of these special characters which you now insist upon? And we perused them. There they are. I had no idea these characters were so special until all of our eyes stopped upon the exclamation mark. You're coming with me. Which we then put at the end of our now capitalized password, just after the one. And it's at this moment that everybody at the London Palladium is thinking, I should probably change my password. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Do that now. I need to think of another special word. Got to get that changed. We've all got into a bath that's too hot. And it's normally our own fault. We don't have time to wait. When we run the hot tap, when we run the cold, we don't have time to wait for the full proper temperature to reveal itself. You just have it, that should be fine. You go away into your busy life and you come back and you normally know as soon as your foot goes in. As soon as it goes in, you normally go, oh, I've run that a bit too hot. But often you don't realize it until you're in already. You get in and you start lowering yourself because it takes a while for the information that your feet are burning to reach your brain where the information has to go to tell you about it. Because it's really quite a long way for the information to travel. So you start lowering yourself and you're thinking, something doesn't feel altogether right here. Then it just hits you. Ah! And you have a split-second decision. Do I stay or do I go? And many times you just go, I can't. Oh my God, I can't. And you end up standing naked in your bathroom. You look down, you've got these sort of red skin socks of pain. Ow! Look what I did to myself. Then you have to empty the hot out, put cold in, which involves sacrificing your arm to plunge to the plug. Plug plunging. Very dangerous. You look at your arm as if to say, this will hurt, I do apologize. Brace yourself. Sometimes you can't get a purchase. You're like, I could lose my arm! But the braver amongst us, there's many here tonight, and I count myself amongst you, will hover paddle. This is where you get into the bath. Even though it hurts, and you hover over the surface, you get the cold on, and you start paddling like a maniac. We can change this. It's getting better all the time now. Be brave! Be brave! Then you inherently know it's time to change direction now. Come on! It's getting better. Come on. And then you have to test it. How is the water going? Is it ready to fully submerge? And you do this with your bottom. You select your bottom, and the task of your bottom is simply to dip in to see, is it ready? How's it going? How's it going? This is where I forget, unfortunately, that I have balls. It's not so much that I forget. It's more the angle of dangle means that my balls are now the closest thing to the surface of the water, not my bottom after all. And it comes as a nasty surprise. It's the most sensitive part of the human body. It's the last part of the human body, let's be honest, that you would volunteer to test boiling water with. No one's ever handed me a cup of tea and said, Michael, this might be a little bit on the hot side. Well, we shall soon find out, my friend. Right you are. Little bit more milk. Just a splash. Just tested it with my hover paddle hardened bollocks there, my friend. So I get out of my car, I run into the motorway services, and I go to the urinals, and there's nobody there. I've got the run of the place, okay? So I go on the far right. I pick the far right-hand urinal, and I've done that because I know if somebody comes in, they'll go far left because of the rules. So I'm peeing here, minding my own business, and in my peripheral vision, I notice a gentleman come in. And he does everything I'm expecting him to do. He doesn't say a word to me because of rule number 1. And he takes his place at the far left-hand urinal exactly as anticipated. But what I didn't see is that he wasn't on his own. He was with his son, a child. He was with a child, okay? I didn't see the child because he was obscured from my vision, and the boy was peeing at a lower down urinal that I didn't even know was there. So I thought it was just me and his dad. I didn't realise the kid was there. So when his dad spoke out loud to his kid, which is a totally normal thing for a father to do, I thought he was breaking rule number 1 and talking to me. And it was quite disturbing. So he's peeing over there, I'm peeing over here, and he just goes, right, now shake it like a good boy. I don't know if I can fully explain to you the fear that washed over my body at this time. I thought, there's a lunatic, I have to run. My brain is saying, get out, run for your life, save yourself. But my body was paralyzed with fear. And I found myself being quite submissive. I did as I was told. I'm ashamed to admit. But But I shook it like a good boy. I shook it like a good boy. Then he said, now put him away. And I did. I put him away. I hadn't finished. I peed my pants a bit. Then he said, now wash your hands and then come and hold Daddy's. I nearly threw up with fear. But as I turned, I saw the kid. I saw the kid and I thought, oh my God, he's talking to his child. And I immediately found it hilarious. And I don't know why I did this. I told him, why did I do that? I told him about it. We were washing our hands and I broke the rules. I was like, you know when you said, shake it like a good boy? I thought you were talking to me. He just held his son's hand and went, rule number 1, never talk to strangers in toilets. Wave of applause, who is actually Scottish? I don't think, seriously, there is anyone more patriotic in the world than the Scots. You are tremendously patriotic. Would you agree with that? Nobody loves Scotland like you, really. It's unbelievable. I love the way that you take things that aren't Scottish and make them Scottish. Like the egg, for example. Now, we all know what eggs are. Some of you may have had eggs today. I had eggs this morning. You've taken the egg, you've put a bit of breadcrumbs on it. That's a Scotch egg. That's our egg, eh? You don't need your English boiled eggs. You've got egg and bread and a handy testicle-shaped snack, eh? What's that you got there? Tape? Put some tartan packaging on that tape. That's Scotch tape. That's our tape. That's the best tape. None of your cello bullshit tape, eh? Every morning I wake up. A Braveheart alarm clock. Freedom! That's me up there. A couple of Scotch eggs, juggle them for a bit. Play some hopscotch, why not? Dip them in butterscotch, read the Scotsman. Have a glass of scotch, get on the Flying Scotsman, head down to London, tell them all to piss off. Yeah. Have a couple of Scotch eggs. Bit more butterscotch, maybe chat up a Scottish widow on the train. Break into the Royal Bank of Scotland, steal some Scottish money. And after a thorough investigation from Scotland Yard, get off scot-free. Can you imagine a better day? They've got their own money in Scotland. It's still the pound, but they've got their own money. We don't need your English bastard pounds. We're our own country. We'll have our own bloody money. In Wales, they don't give a shit. They take what they're given. They're not really that bothered. You don't go to Wales. If you've got a Tom Jones 20, they're not interested. You go to Scotland, we'll have our own, eh? Would you like your own currency? Yeah, it's complicated mathematically. Let's just have yours with our photos. I think that's the best way. I've always wondered if there's business news in Scotland. Do they go, no, the business news, it's £1 to the pound. That's a pretty good rate, that, eh? You ever tried to use Scottish money in England? There's nothing more tense in life. When you're standing in the queue in the supermarket and you look into your wallet, £10 Royal Bank of... Oh, shit. That's normal, that's normal, that's normal. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, beep, beep, 7.20. It is £10 sterling. They look at it like you've just handed them a dead baby. Ah! Luckily, a Scottish person always appears at this moment. I don't know where they come from. It's like they're hiding behind the fruit, just waiting. Excuse me, I think there's a problem with the money. anything. I just got to sort this out. There's a problem here. And then they use this sentence that you only ever hear at this one moment in time. It's like it's been created, invented, only for when you're using Scottish money in England. I think you'll find, pal, that's legal tender. Where does this come from? I was told before I came out that there was a gentleman who had to be moved because he couldn't fit into his seat. Now, I said, oh, can you point him out? And they said, oh, you'll see him. Now, I believe your name is Gregor Edmonds, is that right? And you're like the strongest man in history. Would that be correct?
Not quite, no.
Not quite? There's God, then there's me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Gregor Edmonds! Be honest with me, how many shredded wheat do you eat a day? No, I'm disappointed you're not in your big Highland Games gear, because I would expect you to be permanently in it. I love the kilt. Is anybody actually in a kilt tonight? It's not a special occasion, I understand that. It's not a special occasion, but I do love it. I don't really know how it was invented. I've got a sort of theory on this. I think it's basically been created to be as opposite to English people as possible. I think at some stage during history, Scottish people got together and said, all right, today we're going to design the Scot, all right? Now, the theory on this is we're going to have him as opposite to English people as is humanly possible. Right, now, I've been down there, it's not pretty, it's not pretty. They're wearing trousers. So we're going to open with a skirt. Modelling it here is Scott. You all right, Scott? I'm all right. But you've got me in a skirt. I'm not happy about that yet. You've got to hear me out, all right? They have plain black trousers down there, all right? So we're going to go with the multicoloured skirt. In fact, every family a different colour. You all right? I'm prepared to listen. Fine. They've got little black socks. We're going to go with the long white hockey sock. How are you feeling? I'm feeling peculiar, if I'm honest with you. Now, unfortunately, I've been down there and they're all in underpants. So, according to the rules, there can be no pants, Scott. Are you out of your bloody mind, eh? You've got me standing here in hockey socks and a skirt with my balls hanging out. You sure you thought this through? I've done my best. What about pockets? Can I have pockets? I mean, I've got to put my money. I mean, I've got good Scottish money. It's very strong right now, the currency. It's £1 to the pound. Where am I going to put it? Can I have pockets? No, I'm sorry, we can't have pockets. English people have pockets. It's not acceptable to have pockets. So what am I going to do? Just carry it around? No. We're going to have a bag. A bag? Are you out of your mind? I'm already in hockey socks with the balls hanging out and multicoloured skirts. Now you want me walking around with a handbag? It's not on. It's not going to be a handbag. It better not be. Because that's girly. It's not girly. We've done everything we can to masculinise the bag. It's going to be a cock bag. You serious? You want me walking around in long white hockey socks with my balls hanging out? With a multicoloured skirt and a cock bag? It's still girly. It's still girly to have a bag. I don't care. We've done our absolute utmost to address the situation, and it's going to be hairy. It's a hairy cock bag. You all right with that? I suppose I'm all right with that, but what if people take the piss? I've thought of that too. You're going to have a knife in your sock, all right? It's not a special occasion, I understand that. It's not a special occasion, but I do love it. I don't really know how it was invented. I've got a sort of theory on this. I think it's basically been created to be as opposite to English people as possible. I think at some stage during history, Scottish people got together and said, all right, today we're going to design the Scot, all right? Now, the theory on this is we're going to have him as opposite to English people as is humanly possible. Right, now, I've been down there, it's not pretty, it's not pretty. They're wearing trousers. So we're going to open with a skirt. Modelling it here is Scott. You all right, Scott? I'm all right. But you've got me in a skirt. I'm not happy about that yet. You've got to hear me out, all right? They have plain black trousers down there, all right? So we're going to go with the multicoloured skirt. In fact, every family a different colour. You all right? I'm prepared to listen. Fine. They've got little black socks. We're going to go with the long white hockey sock. How are you feeling? I'm feeling peculiar, if I'm honest with you. Now, unfortunately, I've been down there and they're all in underpants. So, according to the rules, there can be no pants, Scott. Are you out of your bloody mind, eh? You've got me standing here in hockey socks and a skirt with my balls hanging out. You sure you thought this through? I've done my best. What about pockets? Can I have pockets? I mean, I've got to put my money. I mean, I've got good Scottish money. It's very strong right now, the currency. It's £1 to the pound. Where am I going to put it? Can I have pockets? No, I'm sorry, we can't have pockets. English people have pockets. It's not acceptable to have pockets. So what am I going to do? Just carry it around? No. We're going to have a bag. A bag? Are you out of your mind? I'm already in hockey socks with the balls hanging out and a multicoloured skirt. Now you want me walking around with a handbag? It's not on. It's not going to be a handbag. It better not be. Because that's girly. It's not girly. We've done everything we can to masculinise the bag. It's going to be a cock bag. You serious? You want me walking around in long white hockey socks with my balls hanging out? With a multicoloured skirt and a cock bag? It's still girly. It's still girly to have a bag. I don't care. We've done our absolute utmost to address the situation, and it's going to be hairy. It's a hairy cock bag. You're right with that? I suppose I'm all right with that, but what if people take the piss? I've thought of that too. You're going to have a knife in your sock, all right? Tonight, who's got children? Round of applause, you got children? There are basics that you have to do every single day when raising children. And these are feeding them. You have to feed them. This is probably news to nobody. You have to feed them. You have to dress them. Okay? You have to wash them. And you have to put them to bed. You have to do these 4 things every single day. Now, every single day, each one of these things is a battle. They are reluctant to do these things, and you are forced every day to compromise on each of them. I don't know why they resist these basic things. Every day is a battle. Just getting dressed. They will not get dressed. Put your clothes on. Put your pants on. They refuse to wear pants. I don't like pants. They're uncomfortable. I don't like pants. Put your jumper on. I'm boiling. I'm boiling. They're always boiling. I'm boiling. Yes, that's because I've heated the inside of the house. But what I haven't done is heated the rest of the world. So you will need it when you get outside. Can I just take it? So you just compromise. All right, fine. Just take it. Do your laces. Can I do it in the car? Fine. Do it in the car. Where's your bag? Where's your other shoe? And they spring things on you at the last minute. The other day we're going to school. We're nearly out the door. My son's done quite well, actually. He's got his pants on. He's even got his jumper on. He's holding his coat. He's got his bag. We're nearly out the door. He just looks at me and goes, Dad, it's Roman Day. What's Roman Day? Everybody has to go to school today dressed as something from the Roman Empire. I'm supposed to be at school in 6 minutes. What exactly did you expect me to do at this point? Oh yes, when I was 9, I was a centurion. I think I still have my armor here in the cupboard. Let's not drive this morning. I've been hiding a horse and chariot in the garage. We'll arrive in style. Feeding. They will eat. Children will eat. They will eat rubbish. They'll eat garbage. Okay? They'll eat chocolate and sweets and ice cream till they're sick. What they won't eat is things that are good for them. Every day we try to get them to eat vegetables, fruit, things that are good for them. We aim very high, my wife and I, every single mealtime. All right, tonight, there will be no ice cream, children, unless you have all your peas, all your broccoli, and all your carrots. But Dad, please, it's disgusting. Please don't make me eat that, please, it's just disgusting. Please, Dad, you can't force us. You can't force us. It's disgusting. All right, fine. I just want you to eat 1 carrot, 5 peas, and this floret of broccoli. But Dad, it's disgusting. Please don't make me eat that, please. You can't force me. I hate it. I hate it. All right, fine. Just stick out your tongue and let me wipe the broccoli across your face. And then can I have ice cream? Yes. Washing every day, run the bath, get in the bath, have you brushed your teeth? They lie to you, they lie to my face every single day. Have you brushed your teeth? Yes. Okay, then breathe on me. I have to get this jet of disgusting... You haven't brushed your teeth, have you? No, I haven't, Daddy. Well, why didn't you say that? The laziness. Oh, and flush the... You know... Before I had children, I used to dream about what it was like. My wife and I would discuss it. I can't wait to have children. It's going to be amazing. You'll be such an amazing mum. I used to dream of idyllic, rosy-cheeked, beautiful children in dungarees, running in fields, picking flowers. Can we have our picnic now? Can we have our picnic? How did that fantasy become me, almost on a nightly basis, standing over the toilet, going... Whose poo is this? Lucas! Is that your poo? He puts on this whole facade. He actually comes over and looks in the loo. No, that's not my poo. So, Ozzy, it's your poo. Dad, that is definitely not my poo. Darling, don't you even. Oh, hair wash night. I don't know how much you're supposed to wash your children's hair, but I've got it down to about once a fortnight now because of the drama. Hair wash night? No, Daddy, please, can we do it tomorrow? Daddy, can we do it tomorrow? We do it tomorrow. I don't know what's going to go nice. It's going to go nice. Put your head back. You have to hold the flannel. They shake of the... It's going to go nice. Forbid the shampoo actually goes a little bit in their eye. I need a towel! Why would you do that to me? For God's sake, I'm just trying to wash your hair. Bedtime. Oh, bedtime. It's bedtime. Go to bed. Can I have a story? Can I have a story? The last thing you want to do at the end of a day of battles is read a nonsense, stupid story. I don't know if you do this, but I will scan the bookshelf for the shortest book that we own. My son's always like, can we read The Hobbit? No. I thought we could read this leaflet that came through the door. It's for a local pizzeria. You see there's a deal on. Now, good night. Daddy loves you. This is what it is like. It is a battle. It is a daily battle every single day to do the basics. There isn't a child on earth who has ever not battled these things. There's no kid in the history of children who's ever just gone, Mum, Dad, listen, I'm exhausted tonight. I'm just going to head up to bed, I think. I managed to squeeze a shower in earlier, Mum, while you were cooking that amazing dinner. I don't know what you did with the broccoli. Was it something different? Because for me, it could have been a meal all unto itself. Magnificent. I didn't tell you guys it was Roman Day tomorrow because I wanted to surprise you with the outfit that I've made. You're going to love it. I'll see you by the door at about 5 to 8 in my shoes and pants, and I'm going to wear my coat because you never know. I mean, it is quite chilly out there. Oh, and minty fresh. Well, that's never going to happen. That's a fantasy. That's a fantasy. When I discuss holidays with you, that I love being here. I love living here. I love British people. I am a British person. I would live nowhere else. I live amongst you. I love you. I'm looking at your little British faces, and I want you to know that I love you. But when I'm on holiday, I really hate you. I don't know what it is. British people, they just make me cringe on holiday. We're so whiny, aren't we? Zive. You see my other flip-flop, Zive? I'm just dying inside. With your flip-flop, you had it last. I mean, where'd you see your last flip-flop? You know that foreigners are having exactly the same conversations. It just sounds so much better coming from them. Davido, come lavare la flip-flop? So you can have an incredible night. You've all come in from the cold. You're all starting to feel Christmassy. pretty Christmassy. Oh, it's starting to happen, all the adverts and everything. It's so fun before Christmas, isn't it? Because you don't notice about the winter. You don't notice that it's dark and miserable because you're still focused on Christmas. Yeah. And then Christmas happens. And then you're just stuck, depressed in the winter. There should be 2 Christmases. There should be another Christmas a few months down the line because there's no special days to keep us going through the winter. Pancake Day. How pathetic is Pancake Day compared to Christmas? There's no build-up to Pancake Day. People aren't like us, only 2 more shopping weeks till Pancake Day. Got the flour and the eggs, need a bit more milk, and then I'm done nice and early. I can relax and enjoy it. Do you know, today I saw a lemon wedge. I felt all pancakey inside. I'm so into it this year. It's Pancake Day Eve! Pancake Day tends to be the day after Pancake Day. We're like, oh, was yesterday Pancake Day? We've done it again. It was a Tuesday. Damn! I can make you a pancake now if you like. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And it will get colder, of course, you know, it'll get colder. The big, what do they call it? The big chill and everything. The beasts from the east, that'll all start happening. Beasts from the east. Frozen windscreen day. That's a big one. It's a big one. When you sit in the car, it's like an igloo. You can't see out of it. You can't see out of the window. You can't see out, so you have to defrost it. Sometimes you could roll the window down, can't you? You roll the window down, and then you roll it back up, and then that does the side. They come back, oh, it's gone. That's it. That doesn't work with snow. Every time it snows, we make the same mistake. We sit in the car, we roll the window down, the snow remains compacted, staring at us, as if to say, you are an idiot, and then it falls into the car. Why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that again? I did that last year. Frozen windscreen day, you sit in your igloo, you put the heating on, you put the blower on. There's 2 buttons, there's one for the front, there's one for the back. You don't know which is which, so you put them both on. You put them both on because when you drive, you need both. People don't just do the back and I'm going to reverse to work. No, get both on. And you sit there, you're waiting. You're waiting for the car to heat up so that the defrosting will begin before you. It's quite boring, but it's a lovely moment, isn't it? When just in the middle, at the bottom, of your frozen solid windscreen, a tiny little opening starts to form. Tiny little half-moon shape. A little aperture, and you look through it, don't you? There it is! The outside world! And then very strangely, you find yourself driving away. Even your own brain goes, what are you doing? I know these. You wake up in the morning, first words of the day, you have to review the night's sleep. Very important. So catch up on what you've missed. Morning, darling, how did you sleep? This leads to what is undoubtedly the most boring conversation of the entire day. It baffles me we can even find stuff to put in it. But it can sometimes be a lengthy conversation of extraordinary dullness. Morning, darling, how did you sleep? Oh, it's very thirsty in the night. I was very thirsty. I was thirsty too. God, I was thirsty. I think it was the pizza. You're right. It was a very salty pizza. It's a tremendously salty pizza. I had to get up. I had to get up for water. I was too lazy to get up. I wanted to. If I had have known that you got up, I would have had some of your water, but I didn't know that you got up. And I was so hot as well. You were hot? I was quite chilly. I was actually quite chilly. Oh, I was really hot. I was so hot, I had to sleep with one leg out of the covers like that. I saw you, when I went to get water, I saw you with one leg out of the covers, and I remember thinking, he can't be hot. Can you really be hot? Yes, I was very hot. And I couldn't get to sleep for hours. Well, you shouldn't have had that fucking coffee. I told you not to have the coffee when we were in the restaurant. That's stupid. I just thought it was the right thing to do. I went along with it. There'll be dreams to update as well. She'll say, I had this really weird dream. And then she goes on to tell me about it. I can't help you with that. I had this really weird dream. We're in this house. Yeah. We're in this house, yeah. Yeah. We're in this house, yeah. It was our house. It was our house. But it wasn't our house. You were there. You were actually there. You were there. But it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Nightmares happen on occasion. I think for all people in relationships, every once in a while you have this terrible dream. You have a dream that your partner has cheated on you. They have betrayed you in your sleep. It's a horrible nightmare of deceit. And you are filled with hate. And you wake up in the morning and you're so relieved. It was just a dream. That didn't really happen. But the hate is still strong within you. I look over at her and I can see she's just sleeping there soundly. She's done nothing. Done nothing to hurt me, just been sleeping sweetly by my side. Nothing to hurt me at all. But I'm staring at her. Slut. What? Sorry, Michael. Morning. What did you say? I said that you're a slut and a whore. How could you to me? With my geography teacher from school. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you've had a dream when you've had an affair with somebody really weird. Somebody from work or something. And you feel quite guilty. Oh, shit. Morning, Michael. How did you sleep? Nothing. Breath is an issue in the morning as well. Breath. Morning breath. What is that about? I don't understand it. I would understand it if maybe before I went to bed I had like some garlic, some onions, some Red Bull and swirled it around in my face, some kind of a cocktail. That's not what happens. I brush my teeth, flossing, maybe involved. Maybe mouthwash. I go to sleep minty fresh, like most of you. 7, 8 hours later, she's like, morning, Michael. Morning, darling. Holy shit. Are you all right, Michael? Yes, I'm fine. I actually slept really well. Did you go out in the night? Why would I go out in the night? I'm sleeping here. Next to you, what are you talking about? I actually want you to think about this quite seriously. At any stage during the night, do you recall eating shit? Did that happen? Why would I eat shit? What are you talking about? That's insane. Are you absolutely certain? Did you get thirsty and drink from the toilet, or... No? Perhaps you pissed on your own face. Accidents happen. Sometimes, despite this, you will still have morning sex. Now, morning sex will always involve morning breath. You just adapt it to keep your heads as far away as possible. Sometimes you get lost in the moment. Oh, I really... And she'll tell me about it. That's what I hate about a long-term relationship. I could do without the honesty. She would literally go, sorry I didn't kiss you, Michael, but you stink from your face. Okay, sorry. I thought I brushed my teeth then. Could do with a little bit less honesty. Sometimes I'll go and try and seduce her. Sorry, I was wondering if maybe later you'd like to... You have some bogey just to... Oh, sorry. What was it you wanted, Michael? I'm fine, actually. To be honest, I'm fine. Let's just leave it. Let's forget about it. I'll just sit here. Your ball is hanging out a little bit. Oh, for God's sake, leave me alone. Deep sleep. Every once in a while, you have a sleep so deep, you'll sleep on your arm. It's quite fun. You wake up with a dead arm. It's quite heavy as well. A heavy dead arm. Darling, my arm is dead. A dead arm. I don't even know how I did it, but recently I contrived to sleep on both of my arms. And they were both dead. I got woken up by the phone ringing. So, I'll get it. Shit. My arms are completely dead. I can't get the phone. Shit. Can you just get the phone for me, darling, and hold it to my face? How lazy I am. My arms are dead. I can't do anything. Because I'm away a lot, she says to me, I hate it when you're not here, Michael. Because I feel safe when you're here. I'm like, I don't. I might look like Mr. Miyagi. I don't have the moves, darling. Because that is man's biggest fear, isn't it? They're going to be sleeping soundly at night. And she'll be like, Michael, wake up! What? What do you want? I was asleep here. Jesus. Why can I think there's somebody in the house? I think there's a burglar in the house. I think somebody's broken into our house. I can hear them in the kitchen. That is without a shadow of a doubt man's biggest fear. That is my biggest fear. In fact, that isn't my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that happens and I've slept on both arms. That's my biggest fear. Shit. Darling, what do you want me to do? I want you to go and find out. Find out what? Find out if there's someone downstairs. Darling, from the other day when the phone was ringing, I've got no arms. I've slept on both of my arms. Don't you fucking lie to me. You go and protect this household. You're going to have to go. You're in a much better position than I am. How could you do this? What about the children? Good idea. Send one of them. Give the little one the wee and tell the other one there's ice cream. You must go and save us. All right, I'll go. Jesus. Hey, you in the kitchen. Get out of my house. Don't make me come over there. Tell me I've got no arms. What do you want me to do? Use the breath. You know, it's over. The summer was over. We never even had a summer. It was so depressing. Nothing happened, except there was a lot of rain, a great deal of rain. More rain ever since records began. Yes. Not that we have any idea what that means. There was this strange period in history with no records at all. People would leave their homes and go, it feels slightly different to yesterday. Is anybody writing this down? And then after a period of time, somebody said, enough's enough, I will write this down. I would like to announce that records have begun. That first day must have been quite a record-breaking day, don't you think? It's the hottest, wettest, windiest day since records began! This morning, I've only just started. I've said about the wind as well on the weather. Who cares about the wind? Could it be a stiff northeasterly breeze? I'm not sailing to work. I don't give a shit. People see that and go, I'll leave slightly later with a tailwind. I'll be there in half the time. Woo! Then the clocks are going to change. Nobody knows when the clocks are going to change. They change on a Saturday night. Nobody knows it's going to happen. Everybody the same every Saturday night, every year. They don't know which way or what's going on. You only find out about it late on Saturday night. You overhear somebody, excuse me, what was that? The clocks, they changed. When? Tonight? Oh! Darling, the clocks, which way? They go back. Is that the good one? How many years do we need to be alive before we know when they change and which way? An extra hour! Woohoo! The only thing we can look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, in this winter is snow. It's the only thing that gets us through, because the weather's terrible, but snow is the holy grail. Nothing beats snow. And normally, we get one day of snow, and you've got to hope that it snows overnight, so you can be snowed in. Earlier this year, it snowed in the middle of the day. You don't want that. I was waiting for my bus, and where I live, there's no tube. You have to wait for the bus. The buses actually originate there. The bus is already there. So it's even more frustrating. I'm waiting for the driver. We've got everything we need. We're looking for people. Can you drive this thing? And that's when the snow came. Amazing, instantly landing snow. The best of snow. I mean, the most unbelievable snow. And then I realized, oh my God, I could get snowed out. This is not what I need. The driver shows up. And he says, ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you, due to the chaos on the roads, it's been snowing 8 seconds at this point. We're cancelling the bus. There will be no running of this service. And we're like, well, hang on a minute. We bought our tickets. What are we going to do? How are we supposed to get home? There's no way to get home. What are we going to do? And he said, don't shout at me. I actually live at the other end of this bus route. I take this bus home, and then I'm relieved by another driver. And we're like, this is a very interesting development. How are you going to get home? There's only one thing to do. Walk. It's the only way we can get home. It's the only way at all. I'm like, fine, okay. So we walked the bus route, led by the driver. We came to the first stop. We had to tell the people waiting, there's no bus. And they joined our imaginary bus. It was getting bigger and bigger. I looked behind us, I could see the next imaginary bus. Not a bus, just people walking. And it was catching up fast, because no one to pick up from the stops. And the driver saw this as well, and he turned around. He said, when we get to the next stop, don't tell them anything. Keep walking, they can get on the next one. After thought it was one of the funniest things that ever happened to me. I said to the woman walking next to me, I said, this is hilarious. We're on an imaginary bus. There's a driver. There are old people walking. And this is funny, right? And I thought we were on the same wavelength. But now I remember I was doing most of the talking because she said, I'd love to chat, but this is my stop. She got out at an actual bus stop and then walked in the direction we had just come from. This show, ladies and gentlemen, is going out on Christmas Day itself. Christmas Day! Yes. There's such a magic, isn't there, to that day. It's very different doing a Christmas show leading up to Christmas as opposed to doing it on Christmas Day. It's such a special, magical day. There's such a build-up to it that when you're in it, you can't even believe that you're in it. You know, you open the curtains and you're like, that's my road. On Christmas Day. Sometimes you see other people. Look at that man walking his dog. On Christmas Day! I'm having my morning pee! On Christmas Day! Sometimes you visit relatives, you see other people in their cars, you look at them at the traffic lights, look at them! On Christmas Day! There's an aeroplane in the sky! On Christmas Day! And this goes through the whole day. Until you go to bed when you're just drifting off to sleep going, oh, that's the end of Christmas Day. And then all the magic completely disappears overnight. And the next day you're just walking along going, I'm going for a walk. On Boxing Day. It's gone! Wine's a weird one because everyone pretends to be experts in wine. We've all got this we all just take part in this weird lie that we're all connoisseurs in wine. A lot of people drink and like wine, but let's be honest, at least 90% of us are not experts in the field of wine. But we go out to restaurants, we all play this sort of bullshit production that we know about wine. Nobody at the table knows anything about wine. The waiter himself, he knows nothing about wine. We know red colour and white colour. That's all you know. But you all pretend you know a great deal more. Would you like to see the wine list? He might as well be saying, would you like the book of gibberish? Yes, I would. Let me pretend I'm looking at that. Ignore all the words and focus entirely on the prices. Let's see that. I want this one. You just pointed. You don't have the confidence to say it. I want this one. Ah, a fine choice. I have no idea if that's a fine choice. I don't fuck all about wine myself. But it's all part of the bullshit production. Then they come and they show you the bottle. You have to stop your conversation to stare at a bottle of wine. But you go along with it because it's all part of it. It's the only part of the meal you need to witness that it's coming from the right source. It's not like you order a hamburger and they come up with a photo of a cow. This is a cow. It's the kind of thing, you happy with this? Yes, that's exactly the kind of thing I meant when I ordered a hamburger. Then they open it in front of you. You have to witness the opening of the wine. Complete nonsense. It's not like you have the steak and they come out and go, I'm just flipping those over now, all right? Just that part of it, so you can see what's going on. Then comes the key part. The pouring of the wine. Who will try the wine? Who will take the lead role in this bullshit production? And nobody wants to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Normally someone will give you up. You do it. Okay. I will try the wine. It's almost as if time stands still. Pour a little bit, everyone's staring at you. The waiter is waiting for your verdict. Yes. That's wine. That is wine. I've had wine before. This is exactly what it tastes like. It looks like Ribena, but I confirm it isn't Ribena. It's wine. Everyone should have some of this. I always thought you were tasting it to see if you liked it. I thought it was like a taste test. Apparently you're tasting it to see if it's corked, which means it's off. They're asking you to determine whether it's off, and if it's off, they'll bring you another bottle. I'm paying for it. Why don't you ascertain in your own time whether it's off or not? And if it is, don't serve it to me. It's not like you order the coffee and they come up with the milk going, it smells funny. Will you try it for me? Cheesy! But you go along with it because it's restaurant. You just go along with things in restaurants. Because you think it's the way you have to behave in restaurants. You sit in this most expensive restaurant, we like some bread for the table, some water for the table. The table's having a better night than I am at this stage. And who actually wants bread and water before your meal? I could get this at an orphanage. I'm paying a lot of money to be here. But you go along with it because you're in a restaurant. You order your main course. Would you like some side orders? No. Just give me food on a plate. I don't need satellites of food surrounding my food. Is it to make you feel like you're eating less? Yes, I would like some side orders. In fact, I'd like some potato dauphinoise behind me. Put them behind me. I want carrots in a drawer under the table. Cream of spinach behind the cistern and the loo. No one will ever know. Just go along with it because you're in a restaurant. Coffee as well, at the end of a meal. Even at dinner, 11:30 at night. You're about to go to bed. Can I get anyone a coffee? If my wife said to me at home at 11:30 at night after dinner, do you want a coffee? I'd go, have you lost your fucking mind? Why would I want a coffee? You're talking about the drink that we get ourselves out of bed in the morning with? The high caffeine drink to get you going in the day? You want to have that now before bed? Is this some kind of an experiment, you nutter? In a restaurant? Yes, I think I'll have a latte. What would you like? An espresso for me, just an espresso. 2 o'clock in the morning. Can you sleep? Of course I can't sleep. I had a fucking espresso and coffee cake. I might just go to work now and wait there. But it's Friday. I don't care. You go along with it. You're in a restaurant. But it doesn't matter what you order, ladies and gentlemen. The mainstay of any meal will be salt and pepper. Salt and pepper are so phenomenally successful in the herb and spice arena. They arrogantly sit on the table, knowing that whatever you want to prepare, you will require one of us. Either myself or my dear friend Pep. Isn't that right? Right you are, Sultan. You've been keeping busy? Breakfast this morning, I was all over that. But there are other herbs and spices. Oregano, thyme, rosemary, cumin, paprika. They're all lined up in the cupboard, waiting. Sometimes the cupboard door opens, they see salt and pepper on the table. Look at them, the bastards. What have they got? What have they got that we don't have? I just don't get it. I don't get it either. Neither do I. I can't even see them from here. What do they look like? You ever been out of the cupboard, cumin? Once, I think, for bolognese. They said it was an experiment. That was in 1992. I don't think it worked. But I remain hopeful. What about you, Sage? You ever been out of the cupboard? I actually used to live with them at their old house, and then they moved me here and put me back in this cupboard. No. What about you, Paprika? I fell out once. They just put me back in the wrong way round. 7 years I was like this. Every day I pray. I pray for it to be goulash day. But it is never goulash day. I've still got the plastic on my head. Why the fuck did they buy me? I don't understand it. What about you? Who are you on the end? My name is Five Spies. You ever been out of the cupboard, Five Spies? I am no one spies. I am 5 spies. I am 5 times as good as all of you. Yes, but have you ever been out of the cupboard? I have been using recipes for thousands of years. But have you ever been out of this cupboard? No. Excuse me, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt all this nonsense. Tired of listening to all your whining, because the fact is, I have been in this cupboard for longer than all of you put together. Sorry, who are you? John West, tuna. Nice to meet you. This is my wife, Tin Salmon. It's because I'm getting older, you see. My wife and I were the same age. Little things have started changing. For years, everything was the same. Everything was the same. But now we can feel it creeping in. It's not exactly old age, but little differences. For example, we can't stay up at night. We pass out. Every single... About 9:30 is a late one for us. We get so tired. You know when you click on the Netflix thing and it goes boom? That's the sound of my wife and I's head hitting the pillow and passing out.